bottle, chug it all the way. Made it this far, make it all the way. Watch me turn it.
What's up, y'all? Carlito here, back with another video on your screen. I'm here with a top amateur talent, and he's gonna I'm gonna let him introduce himself. He's doing big things out there in Vegas, and y'all, give him y'all's attention, man, for real.
Dion Jones, trained with Jeff Mayweather at the Las Vegas, fight capital of the world. Just here to do big things, going pro very soon. Let's get into it.
Hell yeah. So how does it feel, man, to get to train with such an iconic family that's in the game?
It feels real good. It keeps me motivated, and it definitely makes me sacrifice a lot of things because I'm training with the best. So that means I have to train like the best. Just really motivates me.
Hell yeah. So how long have you been amateur?
I've been amateur for, March. So I've been amateur for about 10 months now, almost a year. Everybody says I fight like a pro. So I'm trying to get my amateur fights going so I can hurry up and go pro. Because amateur and pro is two different things. So, I want to get my amateur experience though before I go pro. It all started back when COVID actually happened. I wanted to go do Muay Thai and do MMA. And my father seen how serious I was taking it. He said, I can invest into you. I can get you a trainer named Mayweather, or you can keep doing what you're doing. So I took my pop's route. My dad, he said he could pay for jets, so I took that route. And at first I was doing the boxing just to do MMA. Because I was a wrestler, so they wanted me to do MMA. They wanted me to do boxing so I could do MMA. But then I just started boxing and fell in love with it. Everybody said you were good, so now my goal is just to be a boxing champion one day.
Have they said that you can be like a possibility signed to Mayweather Promotions?
Nah, not yet. I'm not really focused on that part yet. I just been growing my own name just on Instagram and social media. Been growing that, and I'm focusing on my skill set, my cardio, and just making sure I'm the best fighter out there.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that's gonna come along. I'm already training with Jeff Mayweather, so he's obviously the uncle of Floyd Mayweather. So I'm pretty sure that connection there is gonna happen. But I gotta put the work in before I'm trying to go look for a contract or something. I'm just gonna put the work in.
Hell yeah. That's good though, man.
I was always taught if you put the work in now, the money will always come later. Don't look for the money now. Put the work in, the money will always come.
Hell yeah, that's for real. And I saw that you have some amateur, like some Greco-Roman style wrestling background. What can you say about that, man? Between, what's the difference between that and boxing?
So yeah, basically I started wrestling in high school, freshman year. It was my first time wrestling. Made the varsity right away. I wasn't too good wrestling on varsity. I had like an even record, probably like 15-15. By the time I was a senior though, and I took it more seriously, I was a state champion. So whatever I do athletic-wise, I'm gonna put my mind to it. I'm gonna be the best. As far as the difference between wrestling and boxing, it has its similarities and has its difference. So wrestling is more like a snowball effect. It keeps going, short 6 minutes, you're going the whole time. Boxing is more of a bunch of bursts. Burst here, 2 seconds, burst here, 2 seconds. You rest, burst here, but wrestling is all one motion. Definitely wrestling has helped me for my boxing, I would say, because everybody says I have really good footwork, really good angles. On the inside, fighting, I'm really good on there. Cardio, I'm really good. And just the mentality of a one-on-one sport is different from football. And then hopping into boxing because you're used to quarterback has to do his job, coach has to call the right play, this and that. Wrestling is the man in front of you, you versus the guy in front of you. That's all that matters. It's the same with boxing.
For real. Was there ever like a tough, like an actual tough fight match in wrestling?
Oh yeah, plenty of matches where I've been down by a bunch of points and I just took the guy through him for a pin. There's been matches where I don't even know how I won the match. It's just like, just something happened. I pulled it out of my ass and just finished off the match. There's been matches where I just got destroyed, especially in the beginning. Like when I was a freshman, I would go against state champs that would come through and just destroy me. And that definitely was like the turning point of the learning, like how you got to get your losses first before you get your wins. Pretty much. And that's what I learned from that.
Exactly. So you're able to like kind of move that mentality to the boxing ring, and it's helped you out a lot. I can see that, bro, and that's one thing that I wish I would have kept wrestling. I injured myself in high school twice, by dislocating my elbow twice, and there was just always these moments, man, that I had in wrestling that was fun. I won district, but I never got a chance to go to state, just due to the injuries that I had. And it's crazy, bro. Like how you say, like, these state champions are beating you, and I'm sure we're both around the same weight class at that time. And I was small, I'm real small, and I was like maybe fighting like a 103 fighter, but he's really I'm a freshman and he's like a senior.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, dude, how are you 103 and you're a senior, bro? You're like 18 years old. Like, jeez.
Yeah, the competition is much. It's the same in boxing, dude. It's like you get guys that have been doing this their whole lives, and this is your first year doing it, and you still put up a good fight. You just got to learn, you just learn to get better. I got a loss right now. I got 2 losses on my amateur record right now, which I really won those matches. And if you look at them, both those fights, I won the first 2 rounds. The third round, you can still say I won it. It's up for grabs. But still, I didn't take it away and just I suck at boxing. I took it. It's like, okay, this is what I need to get better on. And those losses really make you better, I think. When I first won my first fight, I walked away, thought I was the shit. I didn't really train as hard for my next fight. But after I lost, I changed how I trained. I went in there and just changed the way I trained. Train harder, train smarter.
Hell yeah. But at the end of the day, man, when you turn pro, you're the only one that's really gonna, care about the amateur stuff. And that's a good thing, just because no one's really gonna see that and pay attention to all that when you have, a winning record when you're a pro.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, yes.
Oh yeah. So what's your plans? What do you feel like you want to do, this coming year? Just going on from March, it being March, what do you feel like you want to do, like in September, or do you want to have a fight before then?
I have a fight next month, and I got another fight, believe in September. I'm trying to schedule some more in the summer, so like 2 fights in the summer maybe. That puts me at 4 fights, and maybe another one late in the year that put me at 5 to 6 fights. My trainer says I should do at least about 10 fights, 12 fights before I go pro, just to get my name going, just to get feel some different styles out. Because I spar all the time, but sparring is different from fighting. You use a lot more energy fighting. It's more intense, obviously, than just a spar match. So I just want to get some ring time in. That's just the goal this year, just to get. By next time, March, I want to be starting my pro career for sure, getting pro fights in. I'm not in no rush. I'm still young. I'm only 22 now, so I still think I got not a lot of time in the world, but I don't want to rush it.
Yeah, for real. And that's dope, though, man. Especially getting to train with Jeff Mayweather, and iconic people in Vegas. And when you hear Mayweather, you think of the family. So it's really dope, bro. So what can you tell the subscribers, about your, what you want to accomplish, basically? Looking back at this video when you're, 10 years down the road.
Basically, man, I want to be the best athlete to ever live. That's my true goal. Like, I get that from the Mamba mentality, Kobe, just you got to set your goals high. And so my goal is not to just be the best boxer, but just to be the best athlete on earth. That's just my goal, is to do that. There's other goals to get that. So obviously, I want to motivate other people, not just in sports, but in everything in life, just to get better. There's always room for improvement. And I believe if you're a true athlete, that's a good athlete, you got the right team surrounding you, the sky is the limit. So my goal is to be a world champion, be undefeated, just be recognized as one of the greats. That's my goal.
Hell yeah. So do you have one dream fight that you would want to have?
Dream fight. For guys that are in my weight class right now, is that what you're saying? Like,
Or
just a dream, like,
yeah, like a dream fight, doesn't matter what weight
how old
class.
they are,
Yeah.
if they retired or not.
Yeah.
I would want to fight. Dream fight. I mean, that's a good question. If I was to pick somebody to fight around my weight class, I think a good fight would be, somebody solid, like, Sugar Ray Leonard, probably.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray Leonard, yeah. If I was to fight anybody in that prime, at my prime, I think I would choose that guy. But he's just I think he's the overall just best at everything. I won't say he has the most power, the most speed, or the best defense, but I think overall, I think he's like the best fighter.
That's good, bro. Shoot, that's the first time anyone's ever said that one. That's good. I've been waiting for that one, for real. And let my subscribers know where they can find you at if they want to catch your fights, highlights, stuff like that.
So everything I use is my name, Instagram. That's where I keep all my content at. Instagram, my name is Dion Jones _Jones, DION _Jones, JONESS. On there is all my fights. I keep you updated on my next fight. And if you just want to get motivation too, I kind of motivate people on there all the time. People slide in my DMs, just tell me, "Oh, you motivate me, dude. Just keep doing what you're doing." So Instagram that's where it's at. That's where all my stuff is at. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Y'all have heard it here from my boy, the Primetime Jones. He's coming up big in the rankings, and look out for him. Keep that name in your head, and he's gonna be making a lot of moves this year. You've heard it here first, and remember that, guys. One love, Carlito. We out.
All the way, are we going out tonight? All the way, I'ma chug the bottle, chug it up.